strike. I'm trying to come up with rhymes about Jeremy Hunt. Don't worry, we're not going on. I'm kind of hoping amongst you all our local MP would be here today. But then it's a Saturday, so it's on social hours. So I've been writing poetry about the strike. I've been performing poetry on the picket lines for the last couple of strikes. Me and a couple of others, similarly minded poets, just out of desire to do something, really, have been kind of getting down to picket lines and just trying to keep spirits up, trying to let the doctors know that, you know, we're behind them, which we are. I think we're all saying, thinking people in this country are. This is, I mean, I'm quite young, but this is the most popular industrial action that I've seen in my lifetime by a massive margin, and that really should count for something, so please don't forget that when kind of deciding what the plan is for the future. One of the things that struck me most about meeting all the doctors while I've been doing poetry is the compassion that's been shown by them. Compassion seems to be something Jeremy Hunt is totally unfamiliar with. Compassion to Jeremy Hunt is wearing a small badge that says NHS when he goes on question time. And that's as far as it extends. Whereas, you know, if anyone's seen The Last Leg, which is like a comedy program on Channel 4, there's an episode where a massive section of the audience were all junior doctors. And the host asked, how many of you would treat Jeremy Hunt if he came into hospital tonight? And all of them put their hand up. And that, I think, speaks volumes. They're not doing this for money. And if we've allowed ourselves as a society to get to the point where as soon as anyone goes on strike, our first thought is, oh, they're only doing it for the money. That's a really depressing indictment of our society. If we don't think, oh, maybe actually they do have our best interests at heart. Nah, they just do it for the money. That is quite a depressing angle to take. But this first poem, I've only got two, don't worry. I think about being clapped when I come up. It's really annoying because then you notice it's quieter when you go back again. This first poem I wrote on the picket line at the Royal London Hospital in Whitechapel in February. And whilst it is called Royal London, I hope it's sort of applicable generally. If not, I hope you enjoy it anyway. But yeah, this is called Royal London. And actually, before I start, all the stickers we've got to come in, I hope to God that, you know, the doctor's campaign is more tenacious than the stickers. Sticker being perhaps a slight misnomer. I was on Westminster Bridge on Wednesday, and one man walked past one picket line, and three separate people in the road put the sticker on. After about 5 seconds, it fell off. And that's another one, it kind of came on, and it was just like a production line. Yeah. This is good. The wind carries a turquoise sticker across the picket line, and on the same breeze comes car horns, truck horns, bike bells and bus horns, tooted shows of support. It's cold. I can't feel my toes, or my fingers, but I can feel something else. The turquoise sticker is still swirling in the slipstream, dancing in the updraft. Signs are made, placards are raised to the rumbling grey Whitechapel skies. The rain shall not fall. Not today. Gun registrars, anaesthetists and GPs huddle together, junior doctors and their patients stand together. Banners are hung up, pastries are passed round and high above. Outside the deep blue mosaic windows, the turquoise sticker is still floating, carried by a wind which wafts and drifts round the Royal London, which is blowing and transmitting the support that is still sounding from scooters, cyclists and cement mixers. They're behind you. The wind is behind you, it's blowing in your direction. The change is coming. Victory is coming. It's in the air. So, I've got some water. Hope I haven't got a glass. So I'm not quite sure what happens now. All the previously announced strikes have been done, and sort of there's no closer to a solution. I don't know what comes next, and I mean, any doctors are right to be nervous, they're right to be anxious, but whatever happens, go forwards with your heads held high. Go forwards, yes, maybe with doubts, maybe with anxiety, but go forward with the certainty that whatever is next, the British public will be going forward with you. We are with you all the way. You know, We know this contract is unfair on you. We know it's unsafe for patients, and we know, frankly, in 2016 it is disgusting that any organisation, let alone a government department, should attempt to deliberately and knowingly introduce unfair sexist discrimination in the workplace and brush it off as one of those things. That is diabolical. And I think there is a certain irony in me saying that in a room which has literally got a glass ceiling. But this is our responsibility to stop this contract as much as it is the doctors. This is the major struggle of our generation now. This is, I don't want to say history in the making, because I think history hasn't actually been decided yet, but this is our minor strike, if you like. Because if what the government are doing to the doctors is allowed to go through, in 10 years' time the NHS as we know it will be gone. And likewise, if they're allowed to do to the teachers what they are trying to do to the teachers, the education system in this country in 10 years will be unrecognisable. Unless we all stand together, doctors, teachers, nurses, mental health workers, nursery workers, librarians, refuse collectors, tube drivers, bus drivers, cab drivers, singers, shout staffers and cinema ushers, we must all stand together in solidarity, because if not, in 10 years' time the political landscape of this country will be irrevocably changed for the worse. This week of all weeks, let's draw inspiration from the courage and determination shown by the families of the 96 football fans who were unlawfully killed at the hospital. Though the battles may be long, though the battles may be unimaginably hard, there is no battle that is unwinnable when we all stand together, united on the right side of history. In the words of that famous song, "Junior doctors, you will never walk alone. And you will never fight alone, because the British people will be walking with you and we will be fighting with you." It says on the badges and on the signs, "It's everyone's fight," and it is. And whether it's online, on the picket lines, on the front lines, we will fight alongside you. We have our word on that. We won't give up on you. Go forward with doubts, but go forward with the certainty that we share your doubts, we share your struggle, and we share the benefits that will come when you win. That's when, not if. Sometimes as a poet, when you're trying to write about issues that matter, you get these great flashes of genius, these almost religious experience levels of epiphany and inspiration. And they've never happened to me. Sometimes as a poet, when you write about issues that matter, all you can do really is state the bloody obvious. The bloody obvious in this case is we are with you. And we won't abandon you, because junior doctors have never abandoned us. This is my last poem. We stand. We stand with you, and those of us who can't stand will sit with you and lie with you until you can make them stand, which you can and you will, and when you do, we stand with you. You've got our backs, and our ribs and our skulls, our femurs and our tumours, our carpals and our tarsals, our kidneys and our lungs, our hearts and our minds. We entrust ourselves to you, so entrust yourselves to us. You've got our backs, and we stand with you. We're in your hands, and in your minds. We're in every detail of expert precision. We're in every case of brief provision. We're in the dedication you provide, in the acres of knowledge for which you strive for years and years. You make us strong, you keep us safe, you save our lives, and all the time we're in your hands. You've got our backs, and we stand with you. You're on our case, and on our wards, and on our streets, and on our wavelengths, and our beats, and we are on your side. And on your picket lines today, and we will stand up proud to say that we are with you all the way. You're on our case, we're in your hands, you've got our backs, and we've got yours too, and we will stand with you. Thank you.